Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the one and only infamous Kentucky Yankee, without a doubt. Today is a very special day because we're going to continue working on my 1974 Honda CB360. Last upload, we took it on its maiden voyage and a top speed run achieving nearly 85 miles an hour, if I remember correctly. Because this thing is so insanely fast, I need to make it safe. We need turn signal lights, brake lights, horn, things like that. We'll do those repairs and maybe a few more. If you're not familiar with this motorbike and haven't seen it, here it is. She is a beauty. Absolute beauty. I want to start by putting the points cover on, and there was a rubber plug here and it must have blew out. So I have two of them that need to go on there. And I believe that this cover actually holds these plugs in, or helps to hold them in, so we shouldn't lose them again after I get this on there. I am assuming that this motorcycle is still running. Believe it or not, I have not run it since we went on our top speed run, so I don't know how long that's been, a month. But I have confidence in it. It's a good machine, and she sure should run anyways. Brake light, the key is on. That's the handle. But let's not forget the foot pedal brake light. Hey now, you know that wasn't working before, but it's working. And it's working good. Look at that. No repairs needed for this. Wow. I'm quite pleased about this. I thought we were going to have to fix that. Alright, I'm all calmed down now. Even though this is working, look, it's sticking. I don't know how in the heck it was even working, but it still needs to be repaired. It's really rough, gritty, and it sticks. So I'm going to pull this rubber back on it right here. It looks like somebody's been trying to mess with it already, but it has two little pins here, one on each side that we kind of squeeze together, push in, and then it'll come apart. Because these pins are so jacked up on this one, I'm just going to try and pry it apart with a screwdriver. There it goes. Woo! Look at all the dirt coming out of there. This spring is obviously junk and it needs a new one, but it would normally fit in here in the tube right now. Next, this piece would go in like that, like so. The spring keeps this rod pushed up. What happens when you pull your lever is this slides up and it makes a circle from here to here, the wires. And that's what turns your brake light on. And on this end, the spring, like I said, just keeps it pushed forward, backwards, whatever you want to call it. And then you pull it and it'll spring back. Pull it, spring back. I would put a new spring in here if I had one. I don't, but I do have another switch off a junk bike that's actually in good shape, so let's just throw that on for now. This one's working real smooth and nice. If you follow my channel, you know I always preach safety first. If you have any thoughts in your mind that this might not work, a used switch, buy a new one. Please, buy a new one. Do not use something that you don't think will work every single time you tap the brakes. Turn signals. Orange is going to be your right side. How do you know which right and left? Hop on your motorbike like you're going to ride it. Stick your right hand up in the air, and that's your right side on the motorbike. Same on a car. When you're sitting in your car, raise your right hand up. That'll be your right side component. Interesting, this wire seems kind of short. I need to see what the heck's going on with this. Turns out the reason a wire was short is because it's supposed to be the blue one for the right side, not the orange. I'm so silly. Since I bolted up that turn signal over here and it was orange, I thought it was the right side because it was on the right. I'm silly. It's supposed to be blue. I'm not changing it. Technically, you're supposed to have a blue little thing here so that you know which side it goes on. I'm not stupid. I know which side it goes on. Nice. You guys can see both signals at once. Let's see what it does. Key on and right turn. Oh, there we go. Oh, there it goes. So, perfect. Well, it's working. There it goes! There it goes, it's working beautifully. Indicator on the gauges is also working. I love it when things are a little crusty at first and they don't work, and then they start working, just like this. This is nice. Awesome. Let's do the other side. So for your reference, the right side is supposed to be blue. I have them backwards. I don't mean to confuse you, but the right side is a blue wire, and then take your turn signal and I'll have a little blue here on it. That's your right side. Orange is left. Left side, key on. Look at that. This is awesome. We'll check the headlight real quick. It's on. High, low. And the indicator works up on the gauges. Boy, we're having good luck. Now, what's the deal with that? Low beam, these lights come on. Not in the back, but only in the front. That's interesting. I don't know anything about that. Whatever, good enough. She's never had a horn on her before. It'll go like this. This bolt goes through here, goes through this hole. See, this holds this cable in place. On the other side is the key switch and the rubber pieces. The bolts all go through that together. I'm not sure if this is an aftermarket horn or they changed models or what, but this bracket's different than the original one, and the horn doesn't go on it. I am going to use this horn, but I'm going to have to use these rubber spacers here, I think, for it to work right. There's two nuts on the other side. I'm going to tighten those up now. We have two different sets of connectors. These are like blade style. These are like those round ones, bullet type. I've always seen these. I don't know what the deal is with this, but I don't have any blade ones. One of these is already messed up, so we're going to snip them both off. For test purposes, I'm just going to shove the wires in there and see if it works. See if I can reach around. So we have a working horn. No jokes, please, about the horn blowing and etc. You guys know the joke. Pod filters for now. I'd like to get the factory ones back on it, but I'm anxious to ride this thing. They're not going to fit nice, but I think they will fit because, see, it goes off to an angle like that. I'll install one and show you what the issue is. I had to take the battery box loose just to cram them suckers up inside of there. They fit. It's not a nice fit. It's a cramped fit. It'll do for now. I'd rather have factory ones. I'm sure they make some type with elbows or something on them, but this will work. The other side ain't no prettier either. She's cramped all up in there. I am starved to death. I think I got this thing in good enough shape to take it to lunch. That's what I'm going to do, and we'll carry on when I get back. I am now back from lunch. Not only that, but it is the next day. A very strange, unexpected turn of events took place while I was at lunch. Listen closely to the wording when I tell you what happened. I'm at the bar, minding my own business, eating my little chicken wings, chomping away, and this fella comes up into the bar, sits next to me and says, "Is that your bike out there?" I assumed he approached me because I am the coolest cat in the place. I responded, "Yes, that's my beautiful motorcycle out there." He then said, "Do you want to sell it?" I said, "No, I don't want to sell it." He then said, "Would you sell it?" So I'm chomping away on my little chicken wing. When I heard him say that, I stopped, dropped it, and said I most certainly would. Long story short, money talks, the bike's gone. Sorry guys, this is going to be a short video because of it. I did want to show a few more repairs on this bike before I did get rid of it. I spent the night sobbing in my pillow all night long, curled up in a ball, shaking. Next day, put the cash in the bank and rode off with a smile on Marchetta. Buying, selling, fixing, repairing, riding. You never know how it's going to go with each bike, and this is the way it turned out with this one. So that's it for this one. Cut a little bit short this time. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Check it out. I fixed our switch. I put a spring in there. The spring I got out of a carburetor for the air fuel mixture. You know those little springs they have on the screws? We have power here going in through this wire all the way to this switch. This switch right now is open. It's like a broken wire. And then this wire comes out of here, travels to our light bulb, and then to negative. All we want to do is make a big circle, but we have to have a load. This is a load right here, the bulb. It could be a horn or anything. We have to have a load so that we don't just arc and spark in between those two things. Plus, what purpose would it serve if we have no load? When I pull our switch right here, if I fixed it correctly, it will make these two wires touch each other and our bulb will light up. Here we go. See there? It's just that simple.